of the people don't know the new products, so they even know nothing about about the new products, and they don't know about they don't know that there is such a product. So it's better in this way. But you know, some companies lie by advertisement, and they change the yes, they cheat, and this is very bad. And the other thing about the advertisement is when companies search and find some people who are related to that product, it's better to advertise just for them. So I think at first companies have to separate people and find the best way to for the advertisement. When they advertise, they broadcast the advertisement for public, for all the people. It will be boring for people who are not interested in their products.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for your nice point of view. Thank you very much. Okay, Mehran, could you please answer the same question?
Yes. First of all, I never trust any advert, and when I want to buy something, I just search, doing a thorough search about that company, and also I didn't trust to anybody that already bought that item. I just want to experience myself, so I risk it and I buy it, and I'm always escaping from advertisements. I think it's always it's lie. It's obvious lie, and and nowadays everywhere when you excuse me, and nowadays when you look at everywhere, you see advertisement everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. But as Mr. Puya said, sometimes we get to know with some new products by advertisements. So how do you get to know the new things? For example, when you want to buy something, how do you do that? You go to shops or no, you search on the internet. Which one?
Yes, of course, I search it into internet.
So you prefer to buy everything online?
Yes, it's easier, but recently I saw a video about Amazon. It's very bad, and it's truly tragedy that they force their workers to work very hard without enough salary. And I think in Iran, Digicala and other markets, online markets, did the same. And if we want to notice about this aspect of uh, human rights, or I don't know what to call it, we must reconsider about our decision and just go buy on food.
But you said that you prefer to buy online.
Yes, of course it's easier. It's convenient.
Yes. Was that video real about Amazon?
Yes, it's real. If you love to see that video, I can copy the link
Yeah,
of
please.
this.
please send that to us. But Amazon.
Excuse me, I send that in the group if
Yeah, it's okay. It
okay.
is okay. It is okay. Yeah, thank you. And you can also, Mr. Puya, dear Rasha,
Yes.
Mr. Mehran, you can also invite your friends who are interested in English speaking to our group.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is okay.
Okay.
But try
Okay.
to, thank you, but try to let us know a day before to do everything for them and to make groups for them. But you can
Okay.
bring them to the group and you can send some things related to our topic into the group. There's no problem. So
Okay.
you were talking about online shopping and Amazon. I wanted to say a sentence. Amazon or Digicala, both of them are successful companies, and I'm sure that they have a lot of enemies. That video uh, maybe is made by their enemies.
I don't think so because that person just he's an activist about a wide range of topics and issues. I don't think uh, he's enemy to the Amazon. You know?
He's a YouTuber.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah. It's a sad reality.
Yes.
Thank you. I will come back to you later. Okay, dear Rasha, how are you tonight?
Thanks. What about you?
Thank you. I'm great. So what's your opinion about advertisements, dear?
I think they are not real because I buy some things of them and it's not real and don't have some things or have some things
So,
how can I say have some
totally, you don't
things.
follow the ads, huh? You don't follow the advertisements. You don't trust them.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Puya,
Yeah.
let us know your idea about online shopping and online advertisement. Do you buy
Yes.
something from Digicala and do you trust their advertisement? For example, the wonderful suggestion, I
Yes.
mean, پیشنهاد شگفت انگیز,
Yes.
is something like an advertisement. How would
Yes.
you react to those kind of advertisements?
Yes. You know, some websites are very familiar, and
Famous,
most of the
famous.
yes, they are famous, like Digicala. And because I see and I hear someone around me uh, buy some goods from Digicala, and they're satisfied.
Uh-huh.
So I can trust on this site and buy something. And I've bought some goods in Digicala, and I that was not bad, and that was they were something that they told me on their website.
Mm-hmm.
So I think some website like Digicala, that they are famous and they don't want fail their
Brand.
publicity.
Yeah.
Yes, so I think their advertisement are real, and I trust them. And I've heard. I never experienced and some advertisement like پیشنهاد شگفت انگیز. But I've heard and from my relatives and from my colleagues that they bought something in that way and they're satisfied. You know, especially my sister. My sister always buy something on this way, and she always tell me and show me something that she have bought
She has
on
bought
this way.
Yeah, she has bought this way.
Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
Where do you live?
I live in Bojnot, but my sister live in Tehran.
Your sister lives in Tehran. Thank you very much. Great.
Yeah.
I will come back to you later. Mr. Mehran, you said that you have to experience something by yourself and you don't trust the others' opinions. But how about the comments which are left under the products on Digicala website or application? Do you read them and do you trust them? Comments which were written by people.
Yes, I read them, but I think it's possible to fake them, you know. It's possible that they are fake people. If I want to to write some critique about some products, and if I harshly critique them, I think they did not or they don't publish it. And I want to suggest that before you buy anything from Digicala, you search that product in torob.ir, torob, torob.ir. It's a very good website that cooperate with several online shopping like Digicala, and you can just you can compare the price.
Prices are cheaper on Torob.
Yes, of course, it's cheaper, and the price. It's not only thing that matter. Another thing is guarantee. You know, guarantee. Warrant. Excuse me.
Yeah, warranty is okay.
Warranty. It's more important, and sometimes Digicala has low price but with a weaker warranty, and people all sometimes didn't attention to this item, and I think it's important.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about Torob website. Is Torob website a rival, or I mean a competitor for Digicala?
No, this site is
You said
cooperating
that
with.
they cooperate with each other.
Yes.
Yes, this site is not as individual or independent seller like Digicala. It's just gather uh, some firm like Digicala and just compare the price and other
It compares the
yes,
prices and the other options of products from different websites.
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
I got that.
It's something like this. Yes.
I got that.
Just compare them, and it in this site find the cheapest for you.
Oh, very
If you
nice.
search something, yes, I think it's cheapest.
Very nice.
I've used it sometimes. Yeah.
Great. Okay. Dear Rasha, do you buy something from Digicala?
Me no, but my father buys something from Digicolor for me, and always is good how
you are
we
satisfied.
buy. Yes, and it's not cheapest, but from how can I say? It's better than another. For example, another
Website.
supers. Yes.
Shops,
or
other stores.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you very much. So, do you have the digital application on your tablet or a mobile phone, or do you check digital website or not? Just your parents check that for you.
No, just my parents check for me.
I
don't have.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Great. Okay, Mr. Mehran, you tell us about the prices, about really high prices of the advertisement. As Mr. Puya said, when imagine you have a company, or imagine you have a new product, and you want to introduce your product to others. But advertisements are really expensive, and it is not easy to use them. Do you think it's fair to get a lot of money in order to introduce something, for example, on TV or on the radio or even on the internet? There are some advertisements are on the internet that they get money for each click. They are called per-click ads. But they are really expensive. For example, you have to pay 500 tomans for a click.
It's not fair. Absolutely, it's not fair, and you will be swallowed by big companies that have a lot of money and have a lot of people, employees. It's not fair at all. Multinational companies like Apple and other companies, they swallow everything, you know. I want to say another thing about Digicolor, if you
It's
allow
okay.
me.
Yes, sure.
In my experience, I check Digicolor a lot, and in my experience, when the price of dollar go up, Digicolor rise the price of all products, and when the dollar is going down, Digicolor just didn't just don't lower the prices and unavailable, and it writes the products are unavailable, you know.
Are they foreign products? They are related to dollar?
Yes, I just checked the goods related to the computers, you know, and computer stuff is related to the dollar, and
It is not fair, because I think
right.
they have a lot of them in their stores, and they have bought them before, and if I'm not making a mistake, they buy a lot of them by the dollar that is controlled by the government, and it is cheaper than the price than we know. Am I right?
Yes, you're right, and I think last year some news about this is, had published.
Yeah, because they buy, I think they buy them with governmental dollar, but they sell them with the ordinary price. And as you said, they change them a lot day by day, and I think it is not fair. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Puya, what is your
Yeah,
opinion about the prices of advertisement, especially for the companies which start their work recently, and they need to be known by others, and
yes,
what can they do? Advertisement is really expensive, and
yes,
I think it is not fair for them to pay a lot of money. And what is
yeah,
the remedy? What is the solution?
yes. You know, generally advertisement is good, but as you said, it expense. You have to expense a lot of money for advertising and for you introducing your products. But it depends. I think it depends on the size of company at first, because you cannot you cannot spend a lot of money on advertisement when your company is small and in the beginning. For the first time, and when a company is in the beginning, it's better to advertise in cheaper ways. Like for example, just some network advertising,
Yeah.
and just by asking someone who introduced this company to others.
Very
You know,
good.
as you know, you are not company, but I think it's better when me, Rasha and Mehran see that your work and your website and your channel is very good, and you ask us if you ask us if we found it very useful, we
Yeah.
introduce others and others can join to your company. And it is not this way is not then it doesn't need any
It
money
is free.
in this time.
Yeah, it's
Yes, it's
free.
free. But when your company gets large and it's with a lot of money, you can advertise on internet and maybe in TV. So I think it depends on the size of company and the products that this company offer. It depends on it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, advertising a lot is too advertising is not good, because maybe people think that the company will offer their products more expensive, because they want they know, I mean the people know that they will make up this expense in the on the price of their products.
Yeah. Exactly. Thank you very much. That was a really nice solution. I will speak about that some minutes later because I am on your side. Okay, Rasha, what do you think? If you had a company, would you, for example, offer some advertisements or not?
No, I think the companies do, or how can I say the company and say other the companies. I think they not so buy, they not so money, and they want to but they want to get a buyer, and like me or like another friends, but and when they have any buyer, they how can I say?
You don't use advertisements for your product or for your company?
No, I do my best to do my company bigger, and then it's not in my choice. And for example, I have a apartment for my company, and someone drive under my apartment and they see my, for example, see my name of company, and they ask I forget.
Think about that, Rasha. Think about that. You can write
Yes.
it. You can write it on a paper. I will come back to you later. Okay, Mehran, let me come up with another question. Can I ask you your job?
I teach English.
Really, very good. You're an English teacher.
But in the level of basic, basic and intermediate.
That's great. This is your job?
It's part-time job, and I I was a student, and now I just try hard to learn English and be prepared for IELTS exam.
Very good.
Just
after
that.
Maybe after that you're gonna teach IELTS.
Absolutely. Yes, of course. Yes,
very
of course.
Good. You mean that you were a PhD student?
No. I have bachelor degree, and I want to get master or PhD direct.
Very good. Okay, good luck. Because
Thank you.
I asked your question because I wanted to ask you something related to your job. Imagine you have a product or you have a service, okay? And as we are all young, and imagine that we have started our company or our job recently, how would you introduce your product or service to others? What is the best way?
If I have enough money and enough support, I can do a lot of things. For example, I can put an advertisement in a paper, or I can post an advertisement on websites, or I can rent a billboard or billboard and I think nowadays the internet is growing fast, and we must use this. We must use internet.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine you don't have. You said that if I had a lot of money, but tell me about the time that you have no money. What is the solution for introducing your product?
Hardworking, asking help from anyone you know. it's it's too difficult, and you must just try hard to be allowed in your voice that and have hope that someone hear you and help you. I don't suggest this method. I think it's
but
very hard.
you said something that I think that was the best solution. Do you remember? Let me ask Mr. Puya. I will let you know.
Yeah.
I will let you know. Okay, Mr. Puya. I don't know your job,
Yeah.
but imagine that I don't know. Maybe you have a product, or maybe you have a really successful
Yeah.
company. I don't know. But how would you introduce your product or services when you don't have a lot of money?
Yes. At first, let me introduce myself. I'm an employee for government,
Very good.
and I have part-time job in construction. I mean, I build some buildings and I sell some apartment as a part-time
Very good.
part job. But yes, and I'm a student. I'm PhD student in economics.
Oh my
But
God.
let me
You are
return to
so
your
active. Very
yeah.
good. How old are you?
Thank you. 41.
41. And do you have children?
Yes, 41. Yes, I have a son, and I have a 15 years old son, and I'm older than all of you, and I think uh, I have some experience in some way. But
Very good.
let me
You are
return
a
to yes,
father. You are a father. You are a husband. You work a lot. And you are working on your
yeah,
English. And
yeah,
you are in construction industry. You are a PhD
yes,
student. They are too much.
yes, yes,
Congratulations. You are so
and you
active.
know I do exercises 2 times a day. You know, one, for example, mountaineering and swimming, or something. You know, at one at the morning and what in the evening.
Very good.
I'm so active, yes, and I cannot calm down and settle down on Sunday. And always I'm acting and I'm doing something.
Very good.
So about yes, and about your question about the marketing, about advertisement. What's wrong? I'm sorry. You asked Mr. Mehran about someone who doesn't enough money and he just established a new company and he cannot spend a lot of money for advertising and for introducing its products.
Yeah.
I think the best way for this kind of company is network marketing. Network marketing sometimes you don't need any money for this kind of advertising and for introducing your products. For example, if you don't mind, I can say something for and
You can bring
your
some
your your
examples.
your your company. Yes, bring some example and your company as example. Imagine you have a company, English company, and uh, I uh, I want to suggest something to you and the companies like you. At first, for example, you can trust on some people, and then me myself saw that you're offering good services in English, so I can introduce you to others. After a while, maybe you have some products and you sell them. You can offer some discount to your customer, and instead of this discount, you can ask them to introduce your company to others. If, for example, they could find five new customers for your company, you can offer them 20% discount, for example. And then, like a network, then the new customers again can introduce you to some other people. In this way, you don't need a lot of money to advertising and to introducing yourself to others. And these networks work in a good way. And in some industrial, it's very famous to advertising in network marketing
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
That was a really nice solution. And let me add something else. As our friend Mehran said about internet, fortunately, there are a lot of social networking websites like
Yes.
YouTube, like Twitter, like LinkedIn, Instagram, Telegram. I think companies who are not very rich can use
Yes.
all of the famous social networking websites in order to
Yes.
get followers and in order to introduce their products. Unfortunately, it is
Yes.
free. We can use a lot of their services for free, and it can help companies to grow. Thank
Yes.
you. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, dear Russia, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, very good. Do you want to say your previous sentences and do you want to complete them?
Yes, I want to say they ask themselves what is this and come and see our work, and they can like or not. It's up to them. And this rotation continues, and when someone like our work, they come buy our work or use our service.
Exactly. We call it word of mouth. When,
Yes.
for example, you are satisfied with something and you introduce that to me, and then I introduce that to other people, is called, as Mr. Puya said, it is called networking or word of mouth. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Rasha. Okay, dear Mehran, do you have any conclusion or anything to add?
No, this isn't good subject to discuss, but I think I said everything I know about advertisement, and I thank you
You're
for
welcome.
gathering us here.
You're welcome. Do you speak British? Am I right?
I try to speak British. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm sorry about my pronunciation. Yes, I told to Mr. Puya, American people say advertisement and British people say advertisement. It's
Yeah,
very
I
different.
understood that your pronunciations are different from us, but I really like British accents. I enjoy when you talk.
Thank you. I love British accent. Yes, it's my interest, and
Very good.
I just try to be better.
Yeah, I wish you success, and you pronounce their uh, uh, their British accent really well when, especially when you say better, better. I like that. I like that very much. Okay, Mr. Puya, anything to add?
No, I just I have to thank you a lot because you gathered us together and we talked in English, and I understand, and I that the subject was useful. Beside
English speaking.
understanding some, but yes, about advertisement. Beside of that, we could speak in English, but I'm sorry and I apologize for my speaking because several years I didn't speak English. I haven't spoken in English, so my accent and my English is not good. I hope by this way and by this conversation, I promote myself.
Yeah, for sure. And you speak well, and I hope you will get better really soon. Dear Rasha, anything to add?
No, I want to say I have a English class tomorrow, and I should, and
Study. You have to study.
yes, and I. How can I say? Can I speak Farsi?
No, dear.
Sorry, and I.
You want to study. You want
Nothing.
to. You
Nothing.
You want to be prepared for your tomorrow's
Yes.
class. Thank you very much. You can ask me your sentence in PV. I will let you know. Okay, ask me.
Okay.
Have a nice night. I hope to see you the other nights. And please note that we announce the topic in our Telegram group every
Okay.
day. Thank you
I
very much. Thank you
thank
very
you very
much.
much.
See you
Have a good
later.
night.
Have a nice night.
See you.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.